What's up, badass Black Desert Mobile fans? In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys an in-depth guide to the newly released Hadum's Realm, as well as a lot of testing. I tested vials, how long they last, how many fragments is needed to make a vial. Does chicken soups work? Does Leader's Blessing work? Can you Black Spirit mode? I covered all of that, and I tested all of that. And I'm going to cover that in this video. If this is your first time on my channel, be sure to check out the description down below for additional badass Black Desert Mobile content. You won't be disappointed. Up first, I'm going to explain exactly what Hadum's Realm is. And essentially what Hadum's Realm is it turns all of the Elion's Realm into darkness. So Elion's Realm is the realm of light. Hadum Realm is the realm of darkness. It turns every single territory that's currently out into the darkness, and you can now farm mobs in these territories. If you notice on this screen, you're going to see two different options underneath the map or underneath each territory. The first one on the left is the percentage of knowledge that you have completed in that territory. And the second one is how much combat power, AP or DP, you're getting from that territory. So I'm getting an extra +2 CP from this territory from the knowledge that I completed. If you click on one of the territories, you're going to see the map as it was prior, except for now the percentages are 0, or you completed a little bit because you have to complete the knowledge for these new territories. On the bottom right, it's all going to be the same. You're going to see the zone, the monsters, and the knowledge. If you go to monsters and unclick Hadum's Realm, you're going to see that the CP of these mobs drastically decreases, and when you turn it back on, it goes back up again. All of the mobs in all territories are a lot stronger now. Hadum's Realm does also stretch to west of Valencia, where the CP of the mobs gets all the way up to 13,000. As far as rewards and drops, if you click on Hadum's or one of the territories, all of the territories in Hadum's Realm, doesn't matter if you're killing 4,000 CP mobs or 13,000 CP mobs, the drops are going to be the same. You're going to get these same 5 drops. It's not like Elion's Realm where one's going to be boots or gloves or helmet or main hand. In Hadum's Realm, they're all going to be the same. Now, they didn't give us the pink gear chest quite yet as a drop in here. They did give us the Chaos Crystals, which are used to level up your Riftstone, which I will cover. They gave us they drop Experience Scrolls, and you do have to be above level 60 in order to use these, but they do offer quite a bit of experience when you use those. So you could stockpile those for a new class that's coming out, like the Tamer, or a different one if you're waiting. Next is Dark Coins. These are what are needed to exchange in town to a vendor, and you can exchange those for boss fragments. The next thing is Dark Sculptures. These sell for 200,000 silver each at any town vendor. And then lastly is your event items, whether it's dice or whatever event your event is out, and they're always going to have the event tokens in these, just like in Elion's Realm. Pretty much doesn't matter where you farm, you're going to get your event tokens. On the left, you're going to see mobs, and just like in Elion's Realm, it's pretty much the same mobs, but they are harder, and there is different levels of the mobs, and each level increases either AP, HP, or DP, as you can see here, and there's the levels. So you do want to farm all of the mobs in every single territory until they're at 100% on your knowledge screen here. So I've been farming these two. And what's nice is the mobs that I kill here are all the same as in Omar Lava Cave. So once I complete it here, it will complete it here. And that's the same for a lot of these that have the same mobs. So you are going to need to come in here and see the mobs, find them, and then you're going to have to go to them and kill them until you get your knowledge up. Speaking of knowledge, if you go to the knowledge tab, you're going to actually see Hadum knowledge here in the top. And Hadum knowledge, the only thing that this is, it's the ecology of Hadum's Realm, but it's a lot more in depth. And so if you click on it, you're going to see this screen. On the right is all the mobs that you have to kill, and most of them are given HP, some are given attack, and some are given defense, and it's in various territories. Every territory, I believe, has like an AP1 and a DP1, and then mostly HP. As you kill the mobs and level them up, it levels up this bar, and as it levels up, it increases that max HP, AP, or DP. You also get additional rewards based off of killing all 515 mobs, and by territory of killing those mobs. So if you click on the total Hadum knowledge, you're going to see Balanos right here. You can actually select between the different ones that you want. And you can see the level that I'm at for each one of these territories. And as I get these levels increased, that's when I unlock the AP and DP +1. And this isn't tied to the mobs out here. Those are separate. So if you're getting, you know, AP and DP from those mobs, once you get to these levels, you're also unlocking these as well. So you definitely want to clear all the mobs in every territory and then start unlocking these and leveling these up, and then leveling up your overall Hadum knowledge and getting to that 515. One trick to help you guys out, I would focus on AP or DP mobs. I would probably focus on AP mobs first, so like this Imp Soldier. And what you can actually do is you can actually click on the magnifying glass and you can actually walk right to him. He's at Velia Farmlands, Plains of Agris. You'll actually walk right to him. And if you have your Hadum, if you have Vials in here and it auto turned on, it will walk right to him, go into Hadum's realm, and start fighting those mobs right away for you. So it's very nice. That's Hadum's ecology knowledge. You're going to want to kill all the mobs in all the territories, focus on AP and DP first. That's what I'm going to do. As far as this screen right here, there's two ways to enter Hadum's realm. You can do it from the world map by turning this on, clicking a spot, clicking there, and then auto path right to it, whichever one you want. Or you can go to the mini map in the top left. You can click on the, I want to say half moon with a sun, purple sun up here. And you're going to get this screen. And there's two different screens here. I'm going to cover them. Up top, it shows you the rewards you can get in that territory. Over here is how many holy vials you have. Here's your holy light, and you need to fill this up in order to be able to stay in Hadum. Once you run out of holy light and holy vials, you get kicked out and you can no longer farm in there until you replenish this. The holy light bar takes 15 holy vials to fill up. If you use a holy vial of splendor, you get a little over 1 time, or it's like 1.5 times, maybe a little bit more of your holy light. Once this runs out, you get kicked out. The auto use feature, if you have this turned off, once you run out of holy light up here, it doesn't use any of these. You just automatically get kicked out. If you have this turned on, it just uses how many or your holy vials over here until you either run out or you stop using them. It uses 1 at a time. On the right, you can actually choose which level you want to enter. So if you're in Hadum's realm or you want to go into Hadum's realm, you can actually select level 1, 2, and 3. The 3 different levels of Hadum's realm is level 1 gives you 50% experience and knowledge. Level 2 is giving you 200% experience and knowledge. And level 3 is giving you 500% experience and knowledge. And that is quite a bit of experience. And you're probably thinking it's probably best to farm in level 3 at all times. And if you have enough holy vials, it is. However, holy vials in the 3 levels, the difference here is it uses a lot more holy vials a lot quicker in the higher levels. So you actually chew through 1 holy vial at the 500% realm in about 3 minutes on average. The 200%, it's about 5 minutes. And then the 50%, 1 vial lasts about 10 minutes roughly on average. So you get 3 times more length using the going in the 50% realm. And one thing that's to note here is it doesn't matter what realm you're in. The only thing that's different is combat experience and the Hadum knowledge experience gains. The rewards up here are the same drop rate in all 3. So if you don't have a whole lot of holy vials, it's probably not best to farm in this territory. I'm going to explain why here in a second, because like I just said, you're getting 3 minutes here, and you can see I'll have some testing up here for you guys. So that is that section. Let's talk about the craft. You actually need light stones in order to make holy vials. You can get holy vials from your bounty missions as well. I will show you that here momentarily. But you need light stones. And I did test how many light stones you need to get a holy vial. So whites, greens, blues, purples, yellows, oranges, and reds. I tested all those. But you need to come here. You can auto craft them. You can also go to the shop, go to add-ons, go to light stones, and the holy vial light spot right down here, if you click on that, you can actually turn on. So instead of sitting here rolling and manually feeding your light stones, you can actually come to this section, turn those 4 options on, which is what I would do. I would keep your oranges and purples, hit the save settings, and then when you auto roll, it feeds everything else right here to your holy vials except for oranges. See, I got 4 there, 2, except for oranges and reds. Everything else gets fed. So that way it's not taking up any of my inventory. All right, so we're done there. Let's talk about the Rift Stone. So the Riftstone is an addition to Hadum's realm. It's right below your light stones there. The Riftstone does require Chaos Crystals in order to level it up. These are farmed in Hadum's realm. This is one of those items that drop. I want you to think of the Riftstone kind of like the emblem. You can get it to 10%. You can level it up at 10%. You can go all the way to 100%. If it fails, you don't lose a level, just like the emblem. And you could choose whatever percentage you want to level it up. The higher level that your Riftstone gets up here, the more Chaos Crystals it costs. So this percentage is going to go down as you level this up. Every level of your Chaos Crystal adds 5 AP and 5 DP, so 10 combat power. Plus, it gives you bonus effects, so level effects. After getting level 50 on your Riftstone, you get PvP damage received, -1%. And at every 50 levels, it adds 1% all the way to level 300. It gives you -6% damage received, but it also is giving you 5 AP and 5 DP per level times 300. That's 1,500 attack power and 1,500 defense power with a total of 3,000 combat power that's tied to this bad boy. That is a lot of CP. So yeah, I mean, it's going to take us a while to level these up, especially, to get, to even 100, 200, 300. It's going to take us months to get to here, but there is a lot of CP in here, and you can, upgrade whichever your fancy is. If you want to do 100%, if you want to do 10%, that is your choice. All right, so let's go to a town real quick. We'll talk about the bounty missions, and we'll show you the vendor that you can use your dark coins on. So first of all, when you go to a town, you can find this vendor right here. It's the same vendor every time, so you can click on her. It's going to walk you right to her, and it does use the dark coins, and she offers boss fragments. So when you go to her, you can click on her, and she's also offering boss fragments. And if you notice, the enraged bosses cost more than the non-enraged ones, and this is where you can just use, I'm up to almost 10,000 already, so I could buy almost 10 of these fragments, but we need to remember pink gear's out, and it takes a lot of fragments to level them up. Bounty missions are going to be imperative, especially if you're free to play for the Vials of Splendor, because like I showed you earlier, it's taken a lot of Holy Vials of Light and the Vials of Splendor to be able to farm in here regularly. These Holy Vials of Splendor, you're going to be able to get 2 a day. So they only last 24 hours, so when you get it, you got to use one, use the whole thing, and then use another one. The vial contains concentrated amounts of Lights of Elion, made through special means. Blessing of Light will be granted upon use. So once you use this, it fills up your whole bar and then some, and you can't feed any more Holy Vials to it until you use that entire Holy Vial of Splendor. But it's giving you some extra time to farm in Hadum, aside from fragments and stuff like that. So you definitely want to make sure you come here and you do your 2 of these per day. There's also Black Spirit quests that got added. So if you come here, you go to your Black Spirit and then go to Black Spirit quest, you can see Black Spirit Hadum quest level 7. You have to kill 5,000 mobs. It gives you 8 Chaos Crystals and 630 of those dark coins. And what's nice is you can actually do it in tandem with the regular ones. So killing mobs in Hadum actually counts for these as well. So you can do 2 of these and that one at the same time and knock 3 birds birds out with 1 stone essentially. All right, let's go ahead and check out some of the testing that I did. So I actually tested the Korea server and the global server, and I tested a couple different things here. I'm going to cover them. First thing I tested was fragment grade and how many vials you get per fragment. And it takes 20 white fragments to make 1 holy vial. It takes 12 greens to make 1, 7 blues to make 1, 3.7 purples to make 1 holy vial, and then it takes 0.8 yellows to make 1 holy vial. Or I'm sorry, 1 fragment gives you 0.8 of a holy vial, so a little less than 1. Orange fragment gives you 2.7 holy vials, and a red fragment gives you 12 holy vials. So you can understand when you feed fragments to it about how many it's going to take to get a holy vial. The next thing I tested was experience gains each. So I actually popped 1 holy vial and I went into each different territory or level, farmed the exact same mobs every time to test out the experience as well as some other factors. And the experience gain rate was pretty much identical on all 3 realms. This one's a little better. Maybe I just killed 1 or 2 less mobs, or a little bit less. But they're pretty identical, 6.9, 6.8, 6.9. And the reason that they're all identical is this is how for 1 vial. So 1 vial in all 3 realms is going to give you the same experience and the same drops. The difference is how long it takes. So if I popped 1 vial and went into level 3, it's going to take 2 minutes in the Korea server. It took me 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the global server to use 1 vial on the 3rd level. The 2nd level was 5 minutes and 40 seconds and 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And the 1st level was 11 minutes and 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And you're probably wondering why there's a difference in time there. That was the only thing that was really different as far as between the two servers. And the reason for that is I actually put my character inside of Hadum's realm. I popped the Holy Vial and I didn't move for 20 minutes. I wanted to see if it would use any, and it did not. So the Holy Vial, it doesn't use any of your Holy Vial, of your Holy Light until you start killing mobs. So this is strictly based off of how quickly you can kill mobs. So the quicker you kill mobs, the quicker that this time is going to go down. So if you're killing mobs quicker than I am, you might be at that 2 minutes like I was over here. This character is like 12,000 CP and I'm like 9,000. So it's important to farm the proper mob density, the proper areas inside of each location. You don't want to be farming too spread out. The Hadum realm mobs spawn a lot quicker, so you can get away with farming more compact mobs, and melee actually has a lot easier of a time farming here. So that's why there's a difference in there, because it's based off of mobs that you kill in that time frame, not just by sitting inside of there. Up next is Vials and Lightstones rolled. So I rolled my 240,000 Lightstones. I did a couple different tests here, and 1 roll of on the Lightstone roll in game is about 500 fragments, and that's about I was getting about 2.5 vials per frag. I rolled 10,000 fragments and I got 50 vials. I rolled 50,000 fragments, I got 250, and I rolled 100,000 fragments and I got 500. And you can see the numbers are pretty identical down here as well as to how many I got. So that's about the average what you're getting. It's about 2.5 vials per 500 fragments. So the last thing I wanted to test was how long can I sit inside of Hadum's realm? How many vials am I going to need if I want to farm in there for 8 hours, 12 hours, 4 hours, or 1 hour? I tested all 3 levels. Well, I didn't test, I just added some math together. And 1 hour for level 1, you're going to need 5.45 vials, 11, and almost 20 vials. Let's say you wanted to farm in there for 8 hours on level 3, you're going to need 155 vials to farm in there for 8 hours. At the 3rd level, if you're doing it in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. If you're doing it in 2 minutes and even 30 seconds, you're going to chew through a lot more, a lot quicker. And then let's say you wanted to farm in there for a full day. So we just timed this number by 2. It's 464 vials if you're killing them at 3 minutes and 10 seconds on average at level 3. So I got about 1,300 vials from my 240,000 fragments, I want to say. And at 464 a day, that's 3 full days farming inside of Hadum's realm, and I'm going to run out of vials. So it's not always optimal to farm at level 3. Because remember, the only difference between these 3 realms is how quickly you get the experience and the knowledge. Not everybody's going to have enough vials to farm in the 3rd level at all times. So you might be beneficial. And what's nice is remember, you're still getting 50% more experience over Elion's realm, even if you farm in the level 1. And then you're still getting all the same rewards, those experience scrolls, the dark coins, all that stuff is still the same. The only difference is you're getting less of this. You don't want to, essentially you don't want to run out of Holy Vials. You always want to be able to farm in Hadum's realm, at least until you have all of the knowledge done, you're solid on boss fragments. It's going to be more silver than Elion's realm, so you want to make sure you're always able to farm in Hadum's realm. That's some of the testing. Some additional questions I had from you guys is, do chicken soups and Leader's Blessings work in Hadum's realm? And the answer to that is yes, they do. I'd strongly recommend using them if you can. And lastly, I'm not sure if I covered it, but if I didn't, in order to unlock Hadum's realm, you have to have South Medea up to 100%. So if you're not seeing Hadum's realm, you're not able to get to it. You have to have South Medea to 100%. That covers everything on Hadum's Realm. If you want to see some additional testing or have additional questions, by all means, drop a comment down below or come over to my Discord, and you can find that in the description as well. We can chat about it, maybe find out some more answers. I am going to be doing additional testing, like testing all the classes' farm speed in Hadum's Realm, because it does change it up. Melee do have are much better at farming, not better than range, but they're better just overall at farming in Hadum. They don't have to worry about running two mobs quite as much. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button on your way out. I appreciate it. And with that being said, I will see you next time.